Okay, now I'm going to talk about a couple really cool features inside of Pro Tools. One of them is called Tab to Transient, and the other one is just called nudging. First, let's look at the Tab to Transient function. If you look up in the upper left corner of the screen here, there's this little couple little arrows here, and you'll see it's if I toggle it, it becomes outlined in blue, or just blank like that. That is the Tab to Transient selector. And what this feature does is a really cool feature. If you're especially if you're not on a grid, or if you're working with things that need to be edited, like drums or whatever, if I have this feature on, I'm going to go to my to one of my acoustic tracks here, and I'm going to zoom in using the T key. So let's say I want to make a cut right here where this acoustic is strummed right there. But as you can see, it's just a little bit after the beat on the grid here. Okay, so what Tab to Transient does is, when you're selected inside of a region on a track, when you hit the Tab key, it's going to go to the next transient, and a transient is just a burst of sound inside of an audio file. If I hit Tab, you'll see that it goes transient by transient through the audio file. And so this is a really, really useful feature, and no other audio workstation has this feature, which is really a cool thing about Pro Tools. And one thing that's really sold me year after year is this Tab to Transient feature. Very just invaluable for editing. So if I tab to this, I can cut it using the B key. So now it's cut right exactly on that transient. It's a really, really cool feature. That's Tab to Transient. If I have that feature off, and let me zoom back out here. If I have that feature off and I hit Tab, it's just going to go to the next cut in the region. So that's you can use you can use it either way, and I do use it both ways inside of Pro Tools. So if I'm down on this drum track, for example, I hit Tab. Tab to Transient is off. The cursor is just going to go to the next cut in the audio file. Whereas if I turn it on by clicking it, I'll go to just click here. It's going to go drum hit by drum hit. So that's a really useful feature inside of Pro Tools, Tab to Transient. And you can see there's all kinds of possibilities using that feature. So now let's look at nudge. Nudge is a great feature as well. If you look up here, right under the main counter selector, you'll see the nudge selector here. It says nudge, and then to the right of it, there's a little drop-down menu. And this menu is going to show you or give you a opportunity to select how far you want to nudge your audio by. So right now it's on quarter notes. So when I nudge my audio, it's going to nudge it by 1 quarter note, depending on what your session tempo is at. Now I can do it by minutes and seconds. Let's say if I'm just trying to get something really on a small scale edited. If I do it, sometimes I have my nudge value at 5 milliseconds. If I just want to nudge things around just to make them feel a little better inside the session or whatever. But you can see there's a lot of options here for nudge. Let's just keep it on a quarter note for now. And let's see this feature in action. If I triple click on my acoustic tracks here, which are grouped, it'll select the entire file there. And the way you nudge is really easy. On the number pad, you hit plus and minus. So if I hit plus on my number pad over here, it's going to nudge it. Now it just nudged it by 1 quarter note because that was our nudge value. Nudge, 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 and back. So that's a really useful feature. Plus and minus on the number pad. It's really easy to edit your audio, and just another tool inside of Pro Tools to to get your song sounding the way you want and get stuff manipulated the way you want. So that's nudge. And tab to transient.